This week only, instructor Chris Lipe and I are offering a combo pack. The pack comes with 2 massive courses on ear training, the Ultimate Ear course and the Play Over Anything. In this course, you're going to learn about interval recognition, translating your musical thoughts into actual guitar music. You're also going to learn about chord progressions, how to recognize any key out there. You're going to hear something and right away you're going to say, Phrygian dominant or melodic minor. It's all in the pack. Check it out. The link is below. It's not going to last long, but for now, let's get into today's video. All right, so you got this in your hands, you don't know the scale, you don't know licks, you don't know the key, you have to play. You've got to rely on your ears. This video, I'm gonna give you a few tricks and tips that you can use wherever you're at to always sound decent on your instrument. Grab your guitar, we'll get started right after this. Hello, this is David from the Wallerman Guitar Artistry. Welcome to this channel, which is all about helping guitar players around the world develop their musicality on the instrument. Today is video 5. This is the last video of this series of videos on playing by ear, playing solo by ear without knowing too many scales. We explored different concepts. Some had to do a little bit with theory, but not too much. And really, we involved our ears to explore different sounds and understand what we could play. Now, what about those times when you really are put on the spot and you don't have time to go through this process? Well, this is what this video is about. We're going to use different backing tracks, and to help you, I prepared a pack of backing tracks that you can download for free. There's a link below. It'll take you to a sign-up page. If you already signed up to one of these videos, just click on the link and it'll take you right straight to the page where you can access this video and the backing tracks that I prepared for you. If not, visit the link below, sign up once, it's completely free, and that'll open the doors to a lot of videos. Most videos on the channel have been added to that mini free course, well, large free course now, and you can download all the assets. Okay, well, this is really a tips and tricks collection when you have to play over something like this. This one is not really conventional, but when you're hearing something like this, pay attention to the instruments. There's a guitar in there. You hear that? Well, that guitar gives you a massive hint as to what note is included in there. You're gonna have an E. Most of the time you're gonna have an E. If you hear a track with guitar, most of the times that backing track was, or song or whatever, was written with a guitar in your hands. And the guitar is very E friendly. We have an open E and another open E if we're in standard tuning. That means that most chords that you're going to hear are going to work around that E because of the fingering purposes. We as guitar players don't like to play extended chords that are really difficult. Most of the times we're going to add some notes that are going to ring in there. An E is your to-go note when you don't know. So let's give that a try. We got the track, we're listening to that. And I'm not going to play a low E. That's the bass realm. I'm going to play a high E, maybe this one right here. 2nd string, 5th fret. We'll start with that. Yeah. That works, right? And once you have one note, what can you do with that? Well, you can figure out the other ones, which is coming in just a second. But I really want you to understand that E thing. I'm going to load another backing track here for you. Pardon my turning the back to you for a second as I do this. But I'm going to go random here. I'm going to load a track that I have on my computer, and we'll just see. So I don't know the key here. We'll give it a try. And I promise I'm not cheating. We'll try an E. Yeah. Now that E could be anything, right? Could be a root, a 2nd to 3rd, I don't know, but it works. Yes, there was a key change in there, but it doesn't matter. The E works. It's not always going to work, but that's really when you don't know what to do, try an E. If you hear a lot of piano, try a C. If you hear a lot of brass, try B flat. It has to do with the instrument, but typically E is kind of safe in that particular genre. Now, what do you do with that E? Well, that's where you go back to the very first lesson that we covered here, which was on intervals. If you have not seen it, I highly suggest that you do. But in that lesson, we matched songs that you know with intervals, and we got comfortable with the sound of these intervals. If you're starting from absolute scratch, just use the major second. Happy birthday to you, ta ba ba ba. Can you sing happy birthday from this note? La, da da, ba 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 ba. That's a major second, that's 2 frets higher. Can you sing it from this note? Ma, happy birthday, 2 frets higher, na na. Okay, now, when you're playing, it doesn't really work like this. When you're playing over something like this. A track, right? So we know that E works. Can you sing happy birthday from this note, not paying attention to what's going on in the back? Happy birthday to you, happy birthday, da, da, da. Now these notes are out of context of the track, but if you can play 2 notes higher. Happy birthday. You know that note's gonna work. Now happy birthday from this one. Happy birthday, ba 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 ba. If the answer is yes, ba ba, you can go there safely. Da, da. Change of key there, that worked. But if the answer is no, then adapt that, then change that landing note 1 fret lower. Instead of a major second, a minor second. Again, if this is all confusing, rewatch the previous 4 lessons, but that's really going to help you. I'm going to switch back to the original backing track. Here's our favorite angle again. So this track right here that we had, E, that works, right, in context. Can you sing happy birthday? Happy birthday. No, that clashes. So, dun, dun. 1 fret low, ba, ba, yep. And you kind of build your scale like that. And as you're doing this, you're going to start to recognize some pattern. And eventually, one of these patterns is going to match a shape that you may be comfortable with, hence the importance of practicing scale positions. Once you have that, things become a little more automatic, and in this case, as I was exploring, okay, this, I've had this movement before, and your fingers are going to kind of take over and reconstruct the full scale that this piece is extracted from, giving you the full canvas. So the more positions you learn, the easier it will be to do that. Another tip that I have is over a track. This takes a little time to develop, but it's really, really useful. To pretend that you're not a guitar player. And the best thing, and I say it all the time, but most people don't do it, put your guitar down, because as soon as I put it down, I'm not thinking like a guitar player. It's a weird thing. And you start singing. Na na da ba ba da 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 ba na na ya da ba da. Try to have the sound in your head come out of your mouth. Ba da ba ba da ba. Something simple. Let's try something like this. Ba da ba ba. Okay. Da da ba ba. Da 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 da. Once you have something, get the guitar back. And you start fishing around. Da da ba bam da 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 ba bam. Okay, I got it. Da da ba ba da da ba da da da. Okay. Okay, that lick was born from me singing, not from the guitar. Now that I did the work to replicate what I sang on the instrument, I basically strengthened the connection between what's inside and what comes through the fingers. Not through the mouth, even though we went through the mouth first, but through the fingers. That connection is so important. Most people forget. Most people don't work on it. They just think that working on scales, licks, and songs is enough. But no, if you're aware of the process, later on when you have to play, it just kind of comes naturally. That connection, mind, fingers, is almost instant, just like when you're talking. It's really fun. It's not this was not lick based. It was, I'm thinking about this, da 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 ba bam, and these are responding. Just like I'm thinking of this, I have the idea in my head, and I'm coming out directly, da 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 ba ba. The way my throat goes, my tongue, and all that. The same exact process. See, it's almost instant, but it's still happening. Same thing happens through your fingers. So being aware of all that, and then my final tip is honestly, rewatch the previous 4 lessons, because this is really going to help you have a method, understand what's going on when you play by ear. Playing by ear is not just guessing game, it's an educated guess game, and the 4 previous videos are going to help you do that. And if you are interested in that mind playing connection and you want things to go really fast without having to think about it, check out the bundle that is available this week only. It's almost over. This is the 5th video of the week. The bundle is almost gone, but in this bundle, you're going to get 2 huge courses that Chris Lipe and I have put together for you. The first one is called Ultimate Ear. It's all about interval recognition. It's all about strengthening the melodic connection between the melodic idea in your head and how to play them. The second course is called Play Over Anything, and it's a chord skill method where you can recognize the different keys and moods and modes of anything you hear, any genre. These 2 courses are put together in a bundle, exclusive bundle that you can get right now. You only have a few hours left if you're watching this video this week. If not, it's too late. Check it out, the link is below. Rewatch these videos. I hope they were beneficial for you. I had tons of fun putting them together. Thank you. Download the assets for this video if you'd like. The link is also below. That's free. Thanks for watching this. Practice well, everyone. I will see you very soon.